The Chandler Gilbert women's basketball team gets one final conference warm-up. Tonight, the squad takes on the Firestorm of ACU. Friday Night Hoops from the Coyote Center on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Pequeno. The Coyotes coming off an impressive 76-36 win over Park University Gilbert JV squad. Riley Sword with 15 points, hitting 5 threes, and Macy Johnson with 13 points. The squad shot almost 39% and hit 11 threes. Tonight, the squad gets its first look at the Arizona Christian JV squad. They come in with a record of 1-4, led by head coach Courtney Leach. Starting lineup for Chandler Gilbert. And they will be out Melanie Ortiz tonight, who is battling concussion protocol. It's going to be number 1, Amanda Anderson. Number 2, Addison Horsley. Number 3, Michaela Horsley. Number 14, Macy Johnson. And number 25, the Space Eater, the center, Chloe Olberg. On the other side for ACU, number 15, Addison Pilarski. Number 4, Jen Sanchez. Number 24, Leah Erickson. Number 5, Maddie Caspers. Number 11, Noel Gallegos. Your referees tonight, William Gibson, who will jump it, Bryant Patterson, and Tiffany Simpson. Chandler Gilbert, of course, dressed in the white and teal. ACU in the visiting black and the red striping on the numbers. And that is tipped. And it's going to be ACU ball on the tip. So glad you can join us. Joe Pequeno on the call. Hope the Friday has treated you well. So good to get to the weekend for all of us. Chandler Gilbert, their last tune-up before taking on South Mountain to start league play on Tuesday. So this is a big one. Dumped down in the post. Good cut. Basket missed inside. ACU comes up with it. Loose ball. Travel call, maybe do not get called. Good rebound down in the paint. The putback won't go. Anderson cleans it up. And here comes Addie Horsley coming the other way. Addie, a nice game the other night in the victory over Park. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Coming off a 20-point season debut in the loss to Southern Nevada. ACU transition. Working the outside is Gallegos. Shot is up from the outside. And that shot is dropped by Addison Pilarski. Pilarski showing her range of 2-0 Firestorm lead. Horsley off the dribble. McKalen in the corner. And McKalen fires up a 3. And we saw 11 of those in the victory over Park University Gilbert. The squad had 7 threes in the first period alone. Riley Sword had 5 of those in the game. A very impressive night for the team all the way around. 31 first quarter points, 52 at the half, and in what might be their best half of basketball I've seen since I've started calling games for Chandler Gilbert. This one just underway. Addie Horsley running the point. Out to Amanda Anderson. Amanda lets it fly off the back of the iron. Horsley pulls it down, working strong. Dishes it back out to Riley Sword, who's not afraid. Sword off the back of the iron. Macy Johnson with the rebound. Johnson going strong. Johnson a little too strong off the glass, but a lot of good looks by the Coyotes. Here comes ACU in transition. They're going inside. Good head fake, the pull-up, and that's going to be long. Horsley with the rebound. Horsley up the floor. Riley Sword in the corner. Riley will work it to McKalen. McKalen will fire it up, and that rolls around the rim. Here comes ACU in transition. The Firestorm will launch their own 3, and that is dropped down from long range by Jen Sanchez. And it's a 4-2 ACU advantage. Horsley down the lane. Addie just could not connect as that rolled around the rim. Now ACU in another possession. Both teams just trying to find some good form in this opening minutes of this first period. Good defense by the Coyotes down in the post, and Jen Sanchez with the floater. Sanchez, a couple buckets. Say 6-3 ACU lead. Horsley gets a high screen from Amanda Anderson. She'll work it the other way. Horsley driving. Horsley off the side of the iron. Gallegos tracked down by McKalen. Worked in the post. And the shot is blocked. And Amanda Anderson will get called for the foul. Going up strong on the basket was Leah Erickson. They're going to call that on Riley Sword and not on Amanda Anderson. Erickson will go to the line to shoot a pair. ACU comes in with a record of 1-4. Last time they played was on the 10th against Scottsdale. So they are working out the rust themselves. And Erickson makes 1 of 2. Once again, the Coyotes without sophomore guard Melanie Ortiz in concussion protocol. Hopefully should be okay for next Tuesday's matchup against South Mountain. They dump it down. Horsley, strong move. And Horsley, physical, and powers to the basket. 7-5. The steal by Macy Johnson. Macy not afraid. Works it back to Horsley on the wing. Amanda Anderson up top. Back to Horsley. Horsley picked up by Gallegos. 8 on the shot clock. Horsley works it to Anderson. Will let it fly from 3 and banks it off the glass. Amanda Anderson lets it rip. Then the steal. And how about Horsley will shoot a pair as Gallegos picks up the foul. So you love to see that from the Coyotes. Not only do they score, they go back on pressing on the inbounds, and it leads to a steal and a chance at some points at the free throw line. And Amanda misses on the first. Make that Addison misses on the first, excuse me. And Abby connects on the second. She's got 3 quick points. Chandler Gilbert up 9-7. This Firestorm team, they got some athletes. Jen Sanchez has shown her ability. And Erickson good around the post. Gallegos matched up against McKalen Horsley. And good defense by Macy Johnson down low. Amanda Anderson transition, works it out to Sword. Macy Johnson lets it go from 3, and Macy knocks it down. And how about the Coyotes with a 12-7 advantage? And once again, the team letting the threes rip. They got 3 threes in this first period. 1 from Amanda, 1 from McKalen, and 1 from Macy Johnson. A 12-7 Coyotes advantage, and they are coming out and once again looking strong. Team trying to get their final reps in before opening league play. Taking on South Mountain right here.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
Central Arizona 3-3. Arizona Western 3-5. Cochise 2-4. Yavapai is 1-8. And that kind of wraps up what's happening in the Arizona Community College Athletic Conference basketball standings. Tonight, more basketball around the conference. Eastern Arizona is matched up against Casper College. And make that Cochise is suiting up against the College of Southern Idaho. 7 p.m. tip. And this one, a couple minutes in. Coyotes with a 12-7 lead on a nice little run right now. Jen Sanchez up the floor, works it to Gallegos. They try to work it to Erickson. Pull up off the loose ball. That's a miss. And that's going to be a 2-shot opportunity for Addison Pilarski. And And they're going to call the foul on Riley Sword. That's her second. Riley getting the start for Melanie Ortiz tonight. Had a chance to talk to Riley Sword after the victory the other night against Park University. Great young lady, well-spoken, and has overcome so much adversity in her life athletically. Multiple knee surgeries, and here she is, suiting up and giving it all she's got because she loves the game. And look, she's probably as good as pure shooter that came out of the high school ranks. Of course, she went to Basha just right down the road. Kaden Cosgrove in the ball game. Amanda Anderson getting a breather. Amanda, some good quality minutes, knocking down that triple and being relentless in the post. 12-9 ball game. 5 minutes left in the first. Riley Sword will let it go. And Sword off the side of the iron. And they're going to call that it went over the backboard, and it's going to go back the other way. Great night for basketball here at the Coyote Center. Chandler Gilbert welcoming in the ACU JV Firestorm squad. And that's going the other way. Also in right now for the Firestorm is number 0, Trinity Torres, as well as number 23, Michaela Hart. Down in the box. Also in, number 33, Chelsea Brewer. Coyotes with the steal. Macy Johnson. Johnson almost lost the handle. Kicks it out to Horsley. Worked the other side. Cosgrove. Olberg down in the paint. Works it back to Cosgrove. Cosgrove a little too strong. Brewer with a rebound. Coming up the floor. Alexa Medina. Medina surveying the court. Works it to that left side. Erlyn Nale. Bad pass inside. The Coyotes will swing it the other way. Horsley up that right side. Horsley into the lane. Macy Johnson, one head fake. Will stop, pop, and connect on the three. Macy Johnson living large from long range. Macy, who played her high school ball at Red Mountain, a hustler, really brings the energy. And they're going to call the travel on Macy, but tremendous effort trying to come up with the steal. And you can tell that Macy Johnson, a young lady, part of this great freshman class, 10 freshmen on the team, 5 sophomores. Macy, when she comes to the gym, she is ready to go. She'll give you 150% and then some. Good steal by Horsley. Horsley up and in. Horsley picked the pocket. Of Alexa Medina and put it in. Horsley with 5 points. Cosgrove down low. Cosgrove puts it in. Kaden Cosgrove, her first bucket of the game. Chandler Gilbert with a 19-9 lead. How about the steal by Macy Johnson? Johnson will scoop and can't connect as Torres comes up with a loose ball. And that's the situation right there. Brewer on the other side, and Brewer banks, and they're going to call the offensive foul on Brewer. And it was Sword right there who was in perfect position. So you gotta love the effort of this Coyotes team. They are everywhere and they hustle nonstop. Tremendous effort by the Coyotes early in this one. Addie Horsley running the point, doing a great job. Picked up in the backcourt by Alexia Medina. Olberg. Down low, Olberg tries to spin off the front of the iron. Medina picks up the loose change. Firestorm coming back the other way. Worked in the corner and stolen by Macy Johnson. Macy, that time, good feed and works it inside. And you love to see that. On that previous fast break play, Macy did not work it over to Cosgrove. This time goes the easy route, 21-9. And they're going to call the blocking foul against Riley Sword. That's going to be her third already. So checking back in, Michaela Horsley will check in for Riley Sword. We got to love the effort and relentlessness that Sword comes out here and plays with. Her and Macy Johnson are just coming out here with a burst of energy and passion and just all over the floor. 21-9. Coyotes coming off a game in which they scored 31 first period points, and they're on their way yet again. Coming up with another steal. Macy Johnson. And Johnson will go to the line to shoot a pair, drawing the contact against Torres. And we kind of talked about Macy Johnson ranked in the top 10 in steals in the conference, and she's just had a pair here in the last couple minutes. So Macy's already got 6 points, off to a tremendous start. And Macy, who is so good from long range, for her, shooting a free throw is rather easy. And at the free throw line, she's almost at 78%. And that time it rolls in and out. Connects on 1 and 2. She's got 7 points. The lead is 13. They try to dump it down. Olberg with the steal. Great defense by Chloe in the paint. They work at Macy. Oh yeah, Cosgrove from long range. Cosgrove splash down. And how about the ball movement by the Coyotes? Absolutely tremendous. Olberg out on the wing. And they're going to call a technical foul against Kaden Cosgrove. Not sure what the call was. Missed it in the course of the action. But on the offensive execution by the Coyotes, just simply great. The extra pass and taking the technical foul shots will be Kaylin Brewer, number 3. And Brewer connects on the first for her first point of the night. 25-10. So she hits 2 of 2. It'll be possession for the Firestorm. Alexa Medina works it inbounds. Kira Pablo handling the rock against Kaden Cosgrove. Medina being D'd up by Addie Horsley. Horsley with the steal. Horsley swings it over to Cosgrove. Cosgrove, good move. And Cosgrove will shoot a pair. She gets Brewer on the head fake. Cosgrove at the line. 75% free throw shooter. Coming off the bench and already having a tremendous first period. Already 8 points in the first. Make that 9. So the Coyotes scored 31 points in the first period the other night. Well, they got a $141 left, and they got a chance to top it here. The way they're coming out of the gates is how they should come out as they force yet another turnover. Macy Johnson. Johnson. Blocked down below. Johnson gets it back. She works it out to Horsley. Cosgrove. Loose ball. Worked up by Pablo. Over to Torres. Pablo up top. Amanda Anderson back in the game. So an opportunity goes by the wayside, but Cosgrove with the steal. Cosgrove a little too strong. And those are baskets that you want Chandler Gilbert to misfire on now, but when they get in conference play, those are got to be gimmies when they face the Mesas, the Pimas, the Scottsdales of the world, the Glendales. There's no gimmies in their conference, and they got to be better down low on those fast break opportunities. Good work in the post by Cosgrove. Amanda Anderson to McKalen. Works it to Macy on the wing. McKalen up top. Running the point for the time being. Macy shoots it over to Amanda Anderson. 16 on the shot clock. Cosgrove over back to Macy. Macy up top. Worked in the corner. Cosgrove from 3. And Cosgrove knocks it down. Kaden Cosgrove. 12 first period points. How about the Coyotes? Shot clock winding down, game clock, that's off. And there'll be 0.3 seconds remaining in the first, and the Coyotes will just dribble it in, and that'll do it for the first period, essentially. But what a tremendous first period for Caden Cosgrove. 12 first period points. Macy Johnson with 7. And once again, the Coyotes coming out explosive.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
And we welcome you back to the campus of Chandler Gilbert, the Coyote Center, where Mario Trutanek and his women, once again, another fantastic first period. 30 points in the first, 12 first period points by Caden Cosgrove. A couple threes, the team in the first period. 6 threes in the first. Can't stress how good that was. Great defense, tons of steals, a lot of active hands, moving fast and furiously toward the basketball, and a team that, of course, is without Melanie Ortiz tonight, who's in concussion protocol, but the team is collectively stepping up. Riley Sword in the starting lineup. Sword, 3 quick fouls. She has yet to ink her way into the scorebook, but she's being picked up by her teammates. Amanda Anderson with a 3. Addison Horsley's got 5 points. Kaylin Horsley with a 3. Macy Johnson with 7. And of course, Caden with 12 first period points. Schermeyer in the game. Kaylin in that corner works out to the wing. Cosgrove dumps it down to Schermeyer. Schermeyer blocked underneath, and Olberg with a putback. Chloa has her teammates back, and that's always a great thing to see. Jen Sanchez works it to Gallegos. Gallegos picked up by Schermeyer. Worked over to Sanchez. Sanchez, a good first period with a couple buckets. 32-11. Erickson up top, picked up by Anderson. Worked down. 5 on the shot clock. ACU. Cosgrove. And great defense by Chandler Gilbert. Shot clock violation against ACU, as Maddie Kaspers cannot track that down for the Firestorm. Caden Cosgrove having a tremendous game. Product of Horizon Honors. Sat out all of last year. Olberg dumps it to Horsley up top. Horsley from 3. Oh, that banks in and out. Cosgrove with the rebound. Cosgrove shoots it to Amanda Anderson. Worked in the corner. Schermeyer against Jen Sanchez. Horsley gets it back up top. Puts it on the deck. Shoots it to Amanda Anderson. Anderson from 3. Off the side of the iron. Ripped down by Jen Sanchez. Sanchez a couple dribbles and works it to the right side. Coming up is Maddie Kaspers. Kaspers. And that's knocked away by Schermeyer. She was looking for Gallegos on the wing for a potential 3-ball. Second period underway from Chandler Gilbert.
Look at her.
Work down in the box. Little elbow, and that elbow, oh so good. Tremendous shot by Addison Pilarski. Pilarski with 6 points to pave the way for the Firestorm. Cosgrove try to get Horsley, who was cutting to the basket. Loose ball, back to Cosgrove. She picks it up. Little runner won't go. Olberg powering, and Olberg puts it back in. Chloa, her second bucket here in the second period. And Chloa ranked in the top 10 in rebounding in the conference. Shot won't go. Pilarski on the miss. That's going to go out of bounds. And ACU hustling underneath as Gallegos will work it out of bounds. They try to get Pilarski down deep. Pilarski gets over to Kaspers. Erickson, little spin move. Going up, won't go. Amanda Anderson with the rip. Here comes McKalen, middle of the floor. McKalen will pull up from 3 and then work it back to Cosgrove. Cosgrove shoots it over to Anderson. Back over to Schurmeyer. Schurmeyer, couple dribbles, works it, loses the handle for a split second. Anderson, guarded by Erickson. Horsley, one-on-one against Gallegos. Almost taken away. Schurmeyer, Anderson, Cosgrove from 3. Cosgrove, splash down. Katie Cosgrove, her third 3 of the half. She's got 15 points. Katie Cosgrove right now is nuclear. Coyotes get beat on the post defense, and that's not going to make their head coach happy. Leah Erickson with the bucket. She's got 3 points. 37-15. Schurmeyer. And that's going to be short. And it's going to go back the other way. Coming back in, Addison Horsley, as well as Macy Johnson. How about Chloa? 4 quick points, and Kaden Cosgrove flat out on fire. Don't go near her. She's highly flammable. 15 points. 12 in the first. Gallegos picked up by Horsley, who's a relentless defender. Maddie Kaspers now against Horsley. Gallegos will stop and shoot from the outside. Macy with a battle, and you gotta love what Macy was doing underneath near that baseline, just blocking out the ACU offensive player to make sure that Chandler Gilbert got the ball back. 6 and change remaining in this first half. Coyotes with a 37-15 lead. Right side, Caitlin Horsley. Micaiah Jenkins now in the game, number 5. Worked in the corner. McKalen will go back up top to her sis. Now it's back to McKalen from 3. And McKalen knocks down a triple. And the Coyotes just relentless from 3. They get the steal. Macy Johnson. Johnson will work it over to Micaiah Jenkins. Amanda Anderson, and they'll reset with Addie Horsley. Micaiah from the outside from 3. And she knocks down the triple. And this is just absolutely amazing. The Coyotes.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
And if you love burritos, and who doesn't? Go to Burrito Express. Especially if you're a Chandler Gilbert student, you get 10% off. And look, I was a college student back in the day. 10% might not mean a lot, but when you're a college student, sometimes that can mean just enough for that next dinner meal somewhere. So for a great burrito, Burrito Express, proud sponsor of Chandler Gilbert Athletics. And how about the shooting display from the Coyotes? They've got 9 threes already, 43-15. Just a tremendous effort. Kaden Cosgrove's got 3 of her own. She's got 15 points already. Amanda Anderson's got 3. Michaela Horsley's got a pair. Micaiah Jenkins just knocked down that 3. Macy Johnson with a pair of 3s, and Kaden Cosgrove with 3 threes. I stand corrected. Micaiah Jenkins has 1 3. But needless to say, this team is just shooting lights out. The spacing is phenomenal. It's going to be exciting what this team does in conference. I think this team, and they don't have all the moving parts as that one is turned over as Jen Sanchez throws that away. But as soon as they do, this team is going to be a threat, and they're going to surprise some people. They rebound, they play defense, and they can shoot. And they play good team basketball. I think the Arizona Community College Athletic Conference is going to get a wake-up call here very soon. And how about that great feed as Addie Horsley puts it in. Horsley now with 7 points. And that's thrown away. Another turnover. And a bunch of changes. Basically, the whole starting unit for ACU is being taken out, and they're going to bring in the backup unit. And why not? If your starting five can't get it done, going to go to your second unit and see what they can do. Addie Horsley. Over to her assists, McKalen, and McKalen. And the three balls continue. 10 first half threes, 48-15. Now the Coyotes scored 52 points in the first half the other night. And they're way on their way. Shot is up from the outside. Pablo can't hit. Horsley got in the ship, directing traffic. The great look inside, and Macy Johnson puts it down. Macy now with 9 points. Brewer on the other end. Brewer flips it out, works it to Pablo. 17 in the shot clock. And they're going to call the foul against Macy Johnson. But you got to love the aggressiveness by Macy. The Coyotes are contesting every opportunity. And that is how you play defense, and that's how you play championship defense as well. Great effort by the team. Brewer, Torres from the outside. Torres connects from about 10 out. Trinity Torres, her first bucket of the game. Coyotes up 33 points, 50-17. Addie Horsley, as Micaiah Jenkins was trying to provide a screen. Now she gets one from both sides. Horsley will provide a little bit of elbow, and that elbow's oh so good. She has 9 points now. This Coyotes team is just really showing you some things. Good block down low by Amanda Anderson. Nothing is coming easy for the Firestorm. Schermeyer and Olberg back in. Olberg in her last series with 4 points. Schermeyer still looking for her first point in this one. The second team unit for the Firestorm trying to make some things happen. Worked in that corner. Kiera Pablo. Brewer. Shot clock winding down. Wild shot. Olberg with another rebound. Olberg looking for another double-digit glass night. How about Addie? Addie and one. Addie Horsley blazing and then some. And we have a Firestorm player that is down. That is number 33, Chelsea Brewer, who's in deep pain. We'll take a timeout. So a very scary moment on the floor right now as Chelsea Brewer of ACU is being looked at on the court. She is having her right knee in that general vicinity being worked on, and she is grimacing in pain. And right now there's just silence all over the Coyote Center. Prayers and thoughts for her family as we'll take another timeout.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
So we welcome you back to the Coyote Center where Chelsea Brewer was just helped off the court, and she's on the edge of the bench. And coming in her place is Kaylin Brewer, number 3. Addie Horsley at the line. Horsley, a 90% free throw shooter, is connected on 1 of 2. She already has 11 points in this one. And that completes the three-point play. 55-17. So the Coyotes scored 52 points the other night. They got 55. This team is looking really good. I think it's going to be very eye-popping what they do in conference here very soon. This is a long-range shot that goes nowhere. And a hustle effort on the baseline by Kaylin Brewer, but she stepped down for the Firestorm. Coyotes with 2:50 remaining in the first half. Kaden Cosgrove. Olberg picked up by Torres. Cosgrove, who is nuclear. 15 points, work to the outside. That one is off by Macy Johnson. Kept alive by Olberg and the Coyotes. Schermeyer underneath, another opportunity. Macy puts it on the floor. Schermeyer lets it go. And that time, the shot clock violation goes off against the Coyotes, but they had good looks. They had opportunities. On the floor right now for the Coyotes. Cosgrove, Jenkins, Macy Johnson, Olberg, as well as Braylon Schermeyer. Other side, Kira Pablo, as well as Erlen Nali, to name a few. And that is knocked down from the outside by Pablo. 55-20 on the other end. How about Olberg beating everyone back? Chloa's got 6 points. This Coyotes team, look, if you're not paying attention, they'll beat you in transition. So good from the outside, knocking down threes, but they run the floor so much better than last year. Their conditioning seems to be light years better. Torres in and out from 3. Jenkins with the rebound. Jenkins trying to fight her way. That's a tie-up situation. And in fairness, good hustle effort by ACU. They'll take over with $1:25 left in the first half. Cosgrove. Pablo, who just shot that 3. They try to dump it down to Brewer in the post. Gets knocked out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock. Olberg in a matchup with Kaylin Brewer down in the post. Olberg battling down low hard. It's worked up top. 8 on the shot clock. Torres worked outside. Pablo will stop and fire it up off the front of the iron. Cosgrove with the rebound. Caden shoots it out to Macy Johnson. Johnson driving. Johnson will go shoot a pair. And you got to love how the Coyotes look relentless. Rebound, outlet, driving. No hesitation, not trying to get back into some half-court offense. They're just right at it immediately. Macy at the line. Johnson, as we mentioned, almost 78%. Now 2 of 3 on the night as she looks to complete perfect free throw execution. She's got 11 first half points. Torres down the floor. Tries to work at a Pablo, knocked out of bounds by Macy Johnson. Coyotes with 59 first half points. Last year, the team averaged only 49 points, period. This is how much better the team looks all the way around. Tremendous job by Mario Trutanek, Leon Sutton, John Bundy, and the rest of the coaching staff. Just This team looks light years better. Yours truly will not be on hand for the Tuesday game against South Mountain, but I will be watching from afar as Arlene Ashu Taker is about to come in. Arlene in, 53 seconds left. Pablo off the inbounds. Pablo looking for someone. Brewer, little head fake. Brewer works it, and Macy Johnson with yet another steal. Macy Johnson's having a tremendous first half. 11 points, multiple steals. Just a tremendous leader on this team. And that's almost taken away. It's taken away by Macy Johnson, worked out to Jenkins. Jenkins. And Jenkins puts it in. Now, how about the teamwork right there? Jenkins has got 5 points, and just tremendous teamwork by the team. Macy with the steal, found Jenkins way up court, boom, easy basket. Love to see, and Macy with another steal. Macy over to Jenkins, and Torres comes up with it. Arlene with the steal back. Won't go. Torres with a rebound. And Torres wins the battle on the baseline. 9.2 seconds left in the first half. Coyotes up 61-20. Just a relentless first half of basketball. And Brewer, Torres at the buzzer, and Torres just off the iron. And you
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
And we welcome you back to the Coyote Center. Coyotes with a 61-20 lead over the visiting ACU JV Firestorm. And just a tremendous first half of threes by the Coyotes. 10 threes in the first half. Kaden Cosgrove with 13. Make that 3 threes. She's got a team high 15 points. Addison Horsley has got 12. Macy Johnson, another great first half for her. She has 11. 3 double-digit scores for the Coyotes. Cole Oberg with 6 points. How about Michaela Horsley? 3 threes. She's got 9 points. I mean, this Coyotes team is 61 first half points, ladies and gentlemen. Last year they averaged 49 points. Everything about this team is better. Spacing, speed, defense, relentlessness, desire, determination, all the way around. Meanwhile, the men. Steve Shields and his team off to a 5-1 start. They beat the Kansas Community College squad last night, 62-56. King Turner with 18 off the bench. Right now, they're taking on number 1 Johnson County Community College. And let's get an update from Russ Luce. And we're trailing 19-15 in the first half right now. Of course, we'll keep you updated on that game as we go. We got about 4 and change remaining. Of course, 4 and change until the second half's underway. Chandler Gilbert, the women, will open league play next Tuesday against South Mountain at 5:30. Meanwhile, the men this weekend got Johnson County tonight. They'll face Metropolitan Community College in that tournament. And then Wednesday, they open league play, taking on South Mountain for a 7:30 tip. Chandler Gilbert, the men, also looking good. Rebuilt, great guard play on this team. And plenty of muscle down low to get it done as well. Short timeout. We're 3 and change away from the second half. And we're closing in on the second half. Seconds away. Back on the floor for Chandler Gilbert, McKaylin Horsley, Amanda Anderson, Chloe Olberg, Macy Johnson, as well as Addie Horsley. Tremendous first half by the team. They led 30-11 after one, 61-20 at the half. Just bearing threes like it was out of style. Maddie Kaspers, Jen Sanchez, Addison Polarski, Gallegos back on the floor. And that's going to be a travel call against the Coyotes. Also on the floor, number 24, Leah Erickson. Now, the other night against Park University, Coyotes scored 52, and then offense kind of slowed down a little bit. Let's see if they have a good, crisp third period. Anderson. And Horsley draws the contact, and that's the way to do it. She was a little deep underneath the backboard, but just drew the contact, and we'll shoot a pair. The foul will go against Maddie Kaspers, and that's going to be her first personal. Addie at the line. 1 of 2 on the night. Now with 13 points. Coyotes the last 2 years have not had a true point guard. And that is, when you don't have a true point guard, it can be a laboring affair to get into their offense. Addie Horsley is the real deal. A D1 caliber player, and she is running the point like a champ for this team. And she is a motor and then some. They go inside of Polarski, and Polarski outboxes Macy Johnson for good position. She now has 8 points to lead the Firestorm. 63-22. Addie Horsley getting the screen from Amanda Anderson. She works around it. Also, it's Macy Johnson getting it back to Addie. Addie driving, a little floater. That won't go. Olberg is there. Olberg gets it blocked by Erickson. Jen Sanchez taken away by McKaylin Horsley. Coyotes transition. Amanda Anderson will work it back to Addie, who swings it to Macy. Stop, catch, release off the side of the iron. Jen Sanchez pulls it down. Works it to Kaspers, right side. Kaspers dumps it, tried to release, and Anderson with the big hands, the big paws, swats it away, and Addie Horsley will slow things down. And they will reset the shot clock at 26 seconds. Of course, as we mentioned, the men's squad taking on Johnson County Community College, the #1 team in the Kansas City, Kansas Community College tournament. Almost a near steal. Macy Johnson will let it fly. Macy off the side of the iron. Good rip by the Coyotes. Oh, great team offense. McKaylin to Addie. And Addie's got 16 points. Making it look easy, too. This Coyotes team already has 3 double-digit scores. Oh, good block by Amanda Anderson underneath. Good defense. And the rip by Chloe. Chloe getting back up. Tough and physical. Anderson, long range. A little too strong. Macy Johnson going up and in. And Macy's got 13. 67-22. Jen Sanchez launches it off the glass. Nice shot by Jen Sanchez. Her third bucket, she's got 6 points. 67-24. Coyotes coming out and looking the part in this third. Addie puts it on the deck, couple dribbles, drives baseline, Addie, and gets it to drop. What touch by Addie Horsley. She's got 18. 2 points off her season high against Southern Nevada of 20 points. Macy, another steal. Macy, big time rip. And when it's all said and done, Macy has got a shot to be the top thievery player in the league. Already in the top 5 in steals in the league, almost 3 a contest, and Macy's probably got 4 or 5 in this game already. Of course, we don't have live stats, so we can't track everything. I do track the box score or points and things of that nature. Macy Johnson have a tremendous first half, and it's carried over to the second half.
Stay,
Olberg.
Kayla. Good hit. No way.
And Olberg will shoot a pair, using her physicality against Michaela Hart. So 6 first half points. And right now the men's squad is up 25-23 over Johnson County Community College in the KC Kansas Community College tournament. Olberg connects. Looking to knock down the second. And Chloe does just that. Now with 8 points, 70-24. Coyotes, 9 points in this third period. Gallegos from 3. Gallegos too strong. Ripped down by Macy Johnson. Addie Horsley getting the Coyotes into their offense. Horsley almost had a backdoor pass to her sister who was cutting on the baseline. She'll fire it from 3. A little too strong on the left side. Olberg rips down the rebound. We'll get it to Macy. Macy to Anderson. McKaylin from 3 off the side of the iron. And that'll trickle out of bounds. But still great ball movement by the Coyotes. Plenty of touches and a lot of good looks. Of course, you can't hit every 3, but the execution on that offensive set was gorgeous. Jen Sanchez from 3. Back of the iron. Michaela Hart thought about it. Stolen by McKaylin Horsley. Horsley out to Addie Horsley. Addie will get it to Macy Johnson. And Macy, a triple. And Macy's got 16 points. And right now we've got a timeout on the floor. 73-24. Kaden Cosgrove back in the game as Olberg checked out. A little confusion by the Coyotes on who was coming and who was leaving. It's all good. We're all set. We're all situated. We play on. No one hurt in the process. Sanchez. Hart from 10 feet out. And that's Hart's first bucket of the game. 73-26. Horsley getting the high screen from Anderson. Horsley in the lane. Works it to Amanda. Amanda from 3. Too strong from the outside. Taken by Jen Sanchez. Sanchez and Courtney Leach, the head coach of ACU, won the foul call against Sanchez and did not get it. Gallegos tries to glide through 3 defenders. Good touch off the glass, just rolls in and out. Horsley the other way, swings it to Macy Johnson. Macy, the head fake. Macy, pass outside, shot from the corner. Cosgrove, another basket. Kaden Cosgrove, 17 points. Brewer to Hart, worked in the corner. Gallegos from 3. That won't go. And we got immediate timeout as that one went over the backboard. And
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
So here we go, 4:02 left in the third. Coyotes up 75-26. Horsley, Anderson, Sword back in. Sword 3 quick first half fouls, so not much of an impact, but she's been hustling all over the floor. Schermeyer back in, as well as Kaden Cosgrove. Cosgrove 17 points. Addie with 18. 2 off her season high. About to check in as we have a little bit of a discrepancy at the scores table about checking in accordingly. Erilyn Nolly, number 21, is about to check in. So what was happening essentially, Kaylin Brewer, her glasses broke. So since her glasses broke, now Nolly's in the game, number 21. And here we go. Off the inbounds, worked up top. Coyotes, Michaela Horsley coming out. Torres swings it over. Michaela with some good defense. Hart, almost the near turnover. Worked on the outside. Kira Pablo swung over. They work it to Hart. Taken away by Michaela Horsley. Horsley up the floor. Sword. Knocked away by Hart, but I'm really surprised that Riley Sword did not catch and shoot that 3. That's usually her specialty right there. Worked on the outside. Horsley tries to dump it down in the post. They swing it to Cosgrove. Cosgrove, another basket for Kaden Cosgrove. She's got 19 points. Kaden Cosgrove has come into this season relentlessly. Sword, up and in. Riley Sword gets into the scoring column. 79-26. Micaiah Jenkins. And right now, Courtney Leach, the head coach of ACU, livid with her team. Sword with another steal. Sword, back-to-back steals, back-to-back buckets. So Riley Sword, good at knocking down threes. She's showing she's capable of doing it the easy way too. Couple steals, couple easy deuces. Sanchez, make that Pablo on the head fake. She gets it back off a loose ball. She'll pull it out. Works it to the wing. Sword coming in on the double team. Inside, in the corner, Hart for 3. Hart, air ball, Sword. Cosgrove slows it down. Defense picked up by Nolly. Now it's McKalen running the point. Worked over to Cosgrove. Running down to 2 minutes. Schermeyer driving, kick in the corner. Good ball movement by the Coyotes. Anderson just a little too strong. Goal. How about that? The recognition from Cosgrove to McKalen Horsley inside. McKalen's got 11 points. 83-26. This Coyotes team just really impressing me more by the second. Now the unselfishness is really starting to set in with this team. Hart too strong. Sword. Battle on the baseline against Torres. She wins it as the Coyotes get the ball back. Amanda Anderson and McKalen Horsley checking out. Oldberg back in, as well as Micaiah Jenkins. KO's got 5 points in the first half. Oldberg, 8 points. Schermeyer tries to split a couple defenders and will lose the basketball. It's going to be a tie-up. And it's going to go in favor of the visiting Firestorm. Chloe Oldberg, 6 first half points, hit 2 free throws. She's got 8. Slew of rebounds. She's having a strong game as well. I can't even remember, like last year, the Coyotes having multiple double-digit scores. So this is just really impressive. Hart underneath. Hart getting contested by a slew of Coyotes. They go back to Hart inside. That time, Hart with the kiss. She's got 4 points. 83-28. Final seconds checking down in this third period. Sword picked up by Gallegos. Sword almost lost the handle. Cosgrove into the lane. Cosgrove inside to Olberg. My goodness. This is like tremendous basketball all the way around. Olberg now with 10 points. Coyotes, 4 double-digit scores. Make that 5. The best offensive basketball I've seen from this team now in my third year. Hart at the line. Will shoot a pair. 85-28. And for Mario Chutanek, basically gives all these young players an opportunity to get valuable learning experience. And when you step on a campus, you're a young freshman, you just want playing time. And the fact that your team is so good that it allots that opportunity is tremendous. Hart knocks the second. 85-29. Coyotes can play for the final shot. Jenkins thought about it. Sword, no hesitation. Sword off the back of the iron. McKay is there. I'm going to call a foul against Jen Sanchez. Non-shooting. Coyotes will take it out with 8.7 seconds left in the third period. Sword. Olberg powering. Olberg kicks it out. And last year, time winding down, Jenkins and the Coyotes don't get the shot off, and that's about the only thing they did wrong in the third period. They put up 24 points in the third.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
Cosgrove with 19. We welcome you back to the Coyote Center. Coyotes up 85-29 over the visiting Firestorm. Caden Cosgrove, Nuclear, 19 points. Addison Horsley, 18 points. Michaelan Horsley, 11. Macy Johnson, 16. Chloe Olberg with 10. Just all the way around, the contributions by this team off the charts. 5 double-digit scores for the Coyotes. I can't remember that. This is the first time I've experienced this since I've been on campus. And you can see the difference with Mario Chutanek and this team. He's come in, he's got these young ladies believing. He's brought in some tremendous talent, and we're still missing 2 players from injury that are supposed to be 2 of our best players. And Coach Chutanek talked about it the other night. Once they get fully healthy, they're going to run 10 deep, and that's going to be scary. Because the players they got coming off the bench are delivering. Very exciting to see. Final 10 minutes from the Coyote Center. Happy Friday to you. Hope the day was a good one. Hope your weekend is even better. And Cosgrove leading it. Micaiah Jenkins picked up by Sanchez. Sword up top, right to the right side.
I'm leaving. I'm going to my kids' game.
And that was the great Russ Luce, who is on his way to see his son play, and rightfully so. Olberg inside will shoot a pair. The foul will go against Pilarski. Chloe Olberg at the line, a relentless rebounding force and a really tremendously good free throw shooter. 76%, and she is 3 for 3 on the night. And make that a perfect 4 of 4. She's got 12 points to go along with all her rebounding and relentless effort on the glass and body position. Pilarski, Gallegos, and Gallegos stepped out. So this ACU team, 1-4, working the junior college circuit, has run into a buzzsaw This Chandler Gilbert team is really good. Of course, they open up conference play Tuesday night against South Mountain. Sword off the loose ball, directing traffic, getting Olberg cutting. Blocked by Pilarski. Kaspers up the floor. Guarded by Jenkins. Stolen by Cosgrove. Cosgrove will pull it back out. Great poise by Caden. And that's a big difference of this team this year, too. A lot more poise with the basketball. Last year, we see a lot of bad passes thrown into traffic, a lot of one-on-threes, cutting to the rim, and instead of working it, finding the extra pass, Coyotes doing all of that. And that time, just a bad possession by the Coyotes. 87-29. Kaspers and Sanchez in the backcourt for the Firestorm. Gallegos works to Erickson. Erickson, pull up. Ball short, and Pilarski is there. She's got 10 points to pave the way for the Firestorm. Schermeyer. Jenkins cutting. Jenkins draws the foul. Much to the chagrin of ACU coach Courtney Leach. Jenkins will go to the line. Arlene Ashu-Takor now in the game. Jenkins at the line. Jenkins, nice touch. And what the Coyotes have also shown this year, 74% from the free throw line. That's rock solid. That means they are making, I'll do some basic math for you. They're hitting 3 of 4 every time. And that's, you know, you get in tight ball games, you got to hit some free throws. Now, they didn't do that against Southern Nevada, only connecting 11 of 18. But overall, they are shooting well from the free throw line. That's going to be a blocking foul against Caden Cosgrove. It's going to be Caden's second. 89-31. Gallegos off the inbounds. Works it to Sanchez. Sanchez fires it up quickly. She'll follow her own shot. She'll go up and draw the contact. And the foul will be on Arlene Ashu-Takor. Sanchez at the line, having a good game. She came out with 4 first half points. Now with 7 on the night. Of course, the varsity team for ACU off to a 2-4 start. They've come off back-to-back wins against Ben U as well as Ottawa University. All part of the GSAC conference. Sword, Jenkins from the outside. Jenkins, a little too strong. Schermeyer with a rebound. Try and drive baseline against Erickson. Erickson's got the height and the reach. Sanchez driving. Sanchez, how about that? 1-on-2. Sanchez, the nice touch. She's got 10 points. Coyotes' second unit getting a lot of work here. Thrown down. Pilarski can't get the big paw on it. It's going to go back the other way. Good crowd on hand, of course. ACU located up the, I want to say the 51. Central Phoenix, just a tad bit north. Arlene Ashu-Takor almost lost the handle. Now she'll set a screen. Work the other way. Cosgrove. 15 on the shot clock. Puts it on the deck. Fires it. Almost got the roll. Caden hasn't done too many things wrong this evening. And off the dribble, almost put up a nice shot for 2 there. Erickson, a little spin move. She'll shoot a pair. ACU continuing to play hard. That's Caden's third personal as Leah Erickson will go to the line. Erickson 3 points on the night. 89-35. 6:55 left. Erickson with a nice stroke. Can't take nothing away from the Coyotes. Look, they're taking on a program with players that have got their 4-year scholarships all lined up, and they are just taking it to them big time. Coyotes have handled all the NAIA schools that have come in. Schermeyer from 3. Schermeyer off the mark. And the Coyotes, not enough aggressiveness off the loose ball. The starters are out. And the starting unit put up some good numbers. Pilarski, some good touch. She was deep and just had to kiss it off the glass. Jenkins thought about it for a split second. Sword cutting, works it outside. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins the head fake. Will swing it over to Ashu Tucker. Worked over to Schermeyer. Schermeyer in the lane. Throws it up. Wild shot won't go. Pulled down by Torres. Torres works her way out of the backcourt. Torres will swing it over to Kaspers. 20 in the shot clock for the Firestorm. They're working to Pilarski, and that's a good bit of execution. That time too strong. Cosgrove up the floor. Swings it over to Jenkins. Jenkins, why not? Jenkins won't go. Loose ball. Schermeyer. A good hustle, and that goes off the body of Alexa Medina. Great hustle by the Coyotes. Cosgrove will throw it in. Schermeyer dumps it down. Jenkins down in the post. Works it back to Schermeyer. Good give and go, and Schermeyer connects on the triple. That was just great execution. I mean, that was just, it doesn't get better. Off the inbounds, Jenkins basically in the post, works it back out to Schermeyer. Pilarski continues to rack up points. She's got 14 now. That's off the mark by Sword. Torres will work off a screen by Brewer. Casper in the lane. Casper will float one up. Too strong off the back end. Pilarski. Can't say enough about Addie Pilarski. She's been really a bright spot for the Firestorm in this one. And we get a media timeout. 4:49, we'll take one if you're hungry.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
(92-41). Coyotes started fast with a 30-point first period. Led 61-20 after 2, 85-29 after 3, and here we go. Second unit in, everyone getting their reps, getting their time in. Pilarski will go to the line to shoot a pair. Pilarski with 14 points in this one. Has been outstanding as she continues to tack on to her good night. Good crowd on hand for Friday Night Hoops at the premier community college location in the Valley, and that is Chandler Gilbert, Coyote Center, one of the tremendous new facilities as Pilarski off the steal, and she's got 17 points. Cosgrove will work it out to Jenkins. Jenkins almost with a near travel call. Schermeyer inside. How about the great feed? And that's going to drop our lead. Ashu Thakur. Torres the other way. Can't connect. And how about the great hustle by Pilarski? Pilarski's just playing so hard. She's been great for the Firestorm. That's all you can ask for from a post. Have great touch down low and just have a relentless effort. And she plays hard and has made a statement here tonight. If anyone's earned any kind of varsity minutes, it's that young lady. Sword transition. Sword will pull it out, work it over to Caden. Caden will work it to Arlene, who'll fire up the elbow off the iron and hustles. And Jenkins thought about it. And they're going to reset the shot clock at 17 seconds. Of course, your great referees tonight. William Gibson, Bryant Patterson, of course, the great Tiffany Simpson. First unit coming back in. Sword will fire it from three, and Riley. She knocks down her first three. Riley, 5 threes in the victory over Park University Gilbert the other night to pace the team. Down low, Pilarski that time couldn't connect. Jenkins transition. Jenkins deep in, and Jenkins is beating everyone. And that does not make Courtney Leach the head coach.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
(99-44) Coyotes, after coming off the 76-36 victory over Park University Gilbert, been even better tonight offensively. And we're still missing 2 really good offensive players. And when that happens, well, Chandler Gilbert is going to do some things in the conference this year. Schermeyer puts it on the deck, couple dribbles, top of the three-point line. Sword almost has to take it away. Loose ball. Sword will get it back. Gallegos comes up with the steal. Gallegos works her way around Sword. Gallegos fires the wild shot. Erickson puts it back. Erickson now with 7 points. 99-26. Jenkins, who's had a nice game. 9 points. Nice basket in transition just a short time ago. Riley. How about Riley? And Riley's got 9 points. 101-46. If you would have told me a year ago that Chandler Gilbert, the women, are going to score 100 points in a game, I would have told you, yeah, 2 games combined. But one game, so impressed by this team. How about Schermeyer from long range? Braylon's got 6. How about Hart? Good touch. Hart's got 7 points. 104.50 as we wind down the end of this one. Riley Sword for 3. Just a tad strong. Hart with a rebound. Here comes Jen Sanchez down to Erickson. Just a little out of reach. Buck 16 left in this one. Coyotes will enjoy the weekend, and Tuesday, the real deal, South Mountain. It's when things get serious. And then it's going to be that Thanksgiving break where everyone will load up on turkey, football, and multiple pieces of pecan pie and pumpkin pie. And then everyone's going to get right back at it. After the break, it's full throttle league play. Coyotes, of course, a lot of pent-up anger against a lot of these teams over the years. To Pima, to Mesa, losing games to Scottsdale. How about the high arcing shot by Miss Schermeyer? Braylon with a good effort. Time winding down. Kicked in the corner. Jen Sanchez thought about it. Sanchez works it to Erickson. Erickson puts it on the floor. Erickson, little bump. Could have been called for an offensive. Gets away with it. It's all good. Schermeyer to Kaya Jenkins. And the Coyotes they're going to call the foul against number 21, looks like. Erlen Nolly. But now Tiffany Simpson and William Gibson. The referees are talking it over. You see them on the left side of your screen. And they are deciding who gets the foul call and maybe also talking about who makes a better turkey. I'm going to say it's going to be Tiffany. But I think William Gibson makes great mashed potatoes. And that's what's going to happen on Thanksgiving. So we got a couple fouls. And we go for the final 18 seconds from this one, from the Coyote Center. Erickson down low. Erickson will work it up top to Nolly. Nolly tries to work inside. Erickson, turn around. Good effort by Gallegos. Loose ball, and the Coyotes get it done in a big way. 104-50.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
Thank you. The ladies at 5:30 on the 25th. And the men at 7:30 on the 26th. All here for Tyler and Travis and the Cougars going like cats and dogs. Chandler Gilbert, Community College, would like to thank you all for coming out to support Tyler Athletics. As you make your way over to the Tyler Chandler Gilbert, Community College, we ask that you please drive safely. Good night, everybody.
Addie, just make sure, I'm not sure if I talk to you now or want to clear it with Coach. I'm going to talk to you and Kaden at some point. Just I'm not sure. Good job. That's like good job. I'm so excited for you guys to come to play. So excited. No, I think you're shocked. You guys have suffered a lot of beatings. I think you're about to get a lot of beatings. I really believe that. No, I really believe that, Kaden. And you've been here and you've seen a lot of struggles. I think you're about to get a lot of whoop asses here very soon. I think it's happening. I really believe it. I can only do one at a time. We'll do Kaden first. Yes. Okay, whoever wants to talk, don't be afraid.
I gotta get my voice locked.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to this.
Okay. We welcome Addison Horsley to the Chandler Gilbert post-game show for the very first time. And so good to see Addie, who has provided so much to this team, as in the first time since I've been here, there's a natural point guard in the team.
Yes.
And when you've got a natural point guard, good things happen.
Thank you, sir.
20 points in your debut against Southern Nevada. Good outing the other night. And tonight you fill a box score yet again, 18 points. The team puts up 104 points.
Yes, sir.
I want to get your thoughts on this win because you have 5 players in double figures. And let me tell you something. Last year, if you would have told me Chandler Gilbert was going to score 100 points, I'm like, yeah, if you combine 2 games. Now, this team puts up 104 points, and the offense is just running like a well-oiled machine. You're the general out there. Break this one down for me. Because this one, I got to tell you, I was impressed with the first half the other night, but this one was even better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, it's for sure just girls hitting down shots, being able to create and get the ball out. I have good shooters around me with Matt, Caden, Riley, Macy, all of them hitting shots. So all of that just creates energy for us, and then we just keep going. And then we have Chloe as a big down there that helps keep bigs in the paint and gives us shooters area to shoot.
And you talk about the shooters. My goodness, 10 first half threes. It was like raining triples all over the place. 11 for the game. Talk about the spacing of this team that it just seems like everyone right now is in a perfect place. The looks are good, and even when you miss, they're good shots
Yes,
with a good angle to take a shot from.
Yes, sir. I just think it's us knowing each other and stuff and being able to know who is willing to do things and stuff like that and know where each other are on the floor. And it's just our chemistry on and off the floor, which is creating good stuff on the court.
So 4-1 now.
Yes, sir.
Now you get tonight, Friday night, to go home and hang with your teammates, maybe go watch Netflix or whatever you guys do on Friday night, right?
Yes, sir.
And then things get real.
Yep.
Tuesday, it all gets real. It's
Yep.
conference play, South Mountain. It's where it all begins because Chandler Gilbert, of course, didn't make the playoffs last year. So, it's all about trying to get back and maybe not just get back, but maybe make some serious noise in this conference. And from what I'm seeing in this team, I really believe you have the ability to do it. So
Yes,
give
sir.
us kind of your thoughts of going into conference play and setting the tone right here on home court against South Mountain.
Yes, sir. I think that's just how we do it. We got to prove a point here and prove that we're here and want to come and do something better than we've done the past years and stuff like that. But it's just us staying humble and knowing what we can do and not letting other teams come in here and think that they can mess around with us when they can't.
Absolutely. And what's it like for you to play with your sis out here? I mean, the chemistry between you two is tremendous, obviously, but how fun is that to be out here with your sis and, play some basketball? And, of course, along the way, play some great basketball and win some
Yes,
games
sir.
as well.
No, it's the best for sure. And then just our chemistry on the court is different than other things. So just love it. It's always so much fun with us, with the team, with everything.
Okay, I growing up, how many backyard one-on-one brawls
Oh, boy.
did you guys have? And who got the better of the battles? Or did you guys stop keeping count after a while?
Oh, no, we stopped keeping count. We stopped. After a few little fights that would happen, we stopped keeping count and would just play. Yes, sir.
So there were some physical ones?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But
But it was all sisterly love when it's all said and done.
it's a laugh at the end, that's for sure.
Laugh at the end.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
we know how good of a point guard you are. Okay, now I want to see you give off the perfect microphone handoff to Caden Cosgrove,
Oh, yeah.
who's waiting to come in.
Yeah, I got you.
I see it. It's good technique. It's like the perfect dribble. Now the bounce pass, or we'll call it the mic pass, over to Caden Cosgrove. Boom, perfection. Caden Cosgrove
Thanks,
now
Addie.
on the mic. That is Addie Horsley, who had a tremendous game. Caden Cosgrove, who I think has been waiting for this year so long, because you had a red shirt last year,
Yeah.
and you watched a lot of basketball. And my goodness, you look like a different player all the way around.
Thank you.
And tonight, just spectacular. You had, in the first period alone, as I'm counting things up, 12 first period points, 15 at the half, 19 for the game. Talk about you coming out with a purpose and, this team all the way around just coming out and looking the part.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to work the last few games. I've been struggling on my shooting, so I've been just trying to be like, I've asked a lot of advice. I've tried to ask other people what I can do, and they're just like, just keep shooting. So that's what I did today. And as far as like the other team or like the rest of the team, I feel like we should have come out stronger, because I remember like one of us at the bench, we were like, why are we like down to this team in the beginning of like the first 3 minutes, and then here we are. But I just feel like we should start strong, just as strong as we finish, and it should just be more consistent all the way through.
You know what I'm seeing more of this year that is just so great? It's just the unselfishness of the team, the ability to make the extra pass and lead to a better shot. Do you sense that at all? Because I just, there's no question. The shooting percentage, everything, the three-point ability, everything about this team is better. But do you get the sense that there's more unselfishness with this team this year to make that extra pass to set up the for a better shot?
I definitely feel like we talk about it a lot, especially in practice. It's like, and we do drills. It's like one more, like you get the ball, even if you have an open shot, you always pass to the next person. And even if the real unselfless play is if you pass it to them and they pass it right back to you and you get a shot. But like, I feel like that's been our main focus this year, because we've always struggled, especially when we were playing our first games in the Jamboree. Like all the shots looked selfish. And so now it's like, it feels like we're playing really good basketball, just sharing the ball, and like the shots go in when we're in rhythm, and the only way to be in rhythm is being selfless. So
Caden, 5 double-digit scores.
yeah,
I can't even remember, like last year, if you have 2 in a game.
I don't think we did.
I mean, just talk about just Mario Chutanen coming in and just changing this mindset and the culture and the offense, which just looks so much more fluid now.
Yeah. I think his offenses, he's learned what works with the people that we have. And I think the last few years, like the problem is we weren't adjusting to what the coach was giving us. And so this year the coach is adjusting to what we have. So like at first we were just going to do like kind of run our own thing, but now like my coach is always like, well, let's run sets, which give it to specific people, and then that'll hit like the hot scorers at the time. Like we have certain sets that will hit the people that are hot at the time.
You know what's impressive too is what I've really noticed, what I love to see from you and your teammates, in transition, there's no hesitation. You're literally from deep in the backcourt, you're making the outlet, forcing it up, and just right at the defenders. A lot of times tonight you beat ACU in transition multiple times, but I just see people, you and your teammates getting the ball off the floor and beating the defenders. It just seems like the team is just recognizing, okay, take advantage of the situation. If a team's not getting back in transition, let's work them and motor right past them.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's about looking up. I feel like one of our problems earlier in the year is we just didn't look up. There'd be times where it'd be an open pass, like at the other side of the court, and then because we weren't looking up, we didn't see it. But now I feel like we're looking up, we're more confident in our dribbling and stuff. So, yeah, there's multiple times today I was like, wow, the defense is not getting back. Like, we have just wide open layups. And we're not going to see that as we go into conference play, so it's good to practice it now so that way we can really like have it as a habit when we go into conference play.
How fun is this for you? Because you've been part of some struggles on this court, in the last year and a half, 2 years, and to be part of a team that just, might be just giving a glimpse of how good it can be.
Yeah.
And how exciting is it for you and in your sophomore year to be playing well, to be part of something that could set the tone for this team for years to come?
It's really exciting. I feel like this year is a blessing. Like, I was really close to playing last year, and then I decided last minute that it wasn't good for me to do it with my health. And so I feel like this year, like, it's really, I just look at everything and I'm like, wow, I'm so glad that I made the choices that I did. Like, so blessed to be on a team like this. We all have fun. We all love to play basketball. Like, I feel like last year, not everybody really wanted to be there all the time, like 100%. And this year, it feels like everybody really wants to be there. It feels like we all really want to work towards a championship. And so I feel like we can be really, like, if this is how we are now, we only have so much more that we can reach. The potential is just sky high right now. So
That being said, now it gets real. Tuesday night, South Mountain conference play starts.
yeah.
Give us the focus, the intensity. Now it's the real deal. Every W in that win column in conference play counts toward, being in the top 4 at the end of the year. Give us the mindset of this team going into that first one right here on home court.
I think we need to make sure that we're prepared, because the thing is we tend to play down to the level of people that we think will be like an easy game, like quote unquote. So I feel like we just need to make sure we're prepared to bring the most competition, no matter who we play. We're supposed to bring all the effort that we can. And then we'll also just be watching a bunch of film. I know South Mountain has probably played a few games now, so we're just going to get in the film room and just watch as much as we can, make sure we know their tendencies, and hopefully it's a good game.
Before I let you go, is there anyone, family across America you want to say hi to on this live stream before we shut it down?
Oh, I know my coach from high school's watching, so hello, Coach Dwayne. Also, my grandparents are probably watching, and my aunt, my cousins are probably watching, so hello. And I love you.
There you go. A little love from Kaden Cosgrove, who brought the love on the floor. 19 points. The Coyotes go to 4-1 with a 104-50 victory over the ACU JV team. They looked absolutely phenomenal in the process. Tuesday, they're back at it, opening conference play, 5:30 tip, taking on South Mountain. For all the great people here at Chandler Gilbert, like Russ Luce, the amazing athletic director, of course, Mario Trutanek, and Steve Shields, the basketball coaches of this fine establishment, Kaden Cosgrove, and all our teammates, all the great athletes on campus. I'm Joe Pequeno. Everyone have a great Friday, great weekend. Come out and support the ladies. I say this with the utmost confidence in my heart. They are the real deal. They deserve all the support. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network.
Thanks, Joe.
You guys look great.
It's good to talk to you.
You guys look great. No, I'm
Confident point guards this year right now. I feel like it'd be really good. Like, once we have the whole team back from
Yeah, and I'm excited because you know what? It's not going to be like, when you go on the road and you play those Phoenix College teams, right? You're going to have more than enough talent to go and win by 10 points if you just stay focused, Don't blow games like that. But I really think I'm excited to see what you guys do against Mason Pima because everything I'm seeing from your team, getting back in transition, the unselfishness, the rebounding's getting better, but your ability to shoot from 3. Look, you probably when you face Mason and Pima, you're not going to get those kind of looks all the time, but you guys shoot the ball so much better than last year. Yeah.
trying our best.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. Have a tremendous day. All right. Hey, just don't get any respect for the Lovely. Great. excited.